Well, hello there, and welcome to All Things Alicia. On this channel, we are focused on saving on purpose with purpose. And if you are ready to take control of your finances and crush your money goals, you are in the right place. Come on in the room. All right. Hello, everyone. If you are new to the channel, please consider subscribing. We do a lot of things around personal finance. We do cash stuffings, we do unstuffings, we do high priority, short term, long term, all the things, low priority, etc. Saving for college, for our children, all the things. And if you are returning, welcome back. So, as you all know, I mentioned in my last video that I lost the footage of me cash stuffing the last paycheck. So I'm just going to go through the binders and show you all what the balances are on each of them. I have also been unstuffing some of the envelopes as different expenses have come up. So you'll see some of that on the trackers as well. So let's go ahead and get started so that this video is not too long. This is our high priority binder. And in this binder, we did stuff my birthday. So we stuffed on the 15th, $146. So we now have 508. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 450, 470, 490, 500, 55, 505, 57, 508. All right, and that is in the bank. We are going to be celebrating in July. So that's exciting. Okay. We also stuffed annual subscriptions. You'll see here that we only have $60 left. And again, this is in the bank. And that is because on the 15th, we deposited $170, but then we paid for some subscriptions, which amounted to $109.58. So we have $60 and some change. So that is in our annual subscriptions. Let me know how everybody is doing. In our buffer, we didn't change anything. Except I think we put $10 in, so we have $310. And let's make sure, y'all. Yes, $310. So that is in our bank account. It's just buffer if anything comes in over what we expected it to. And we will get that back up to $1,000. I like to have $1,000 in there at all times. So we'll get that back up soon. Car maintenance, we deposited $20, so we now have $47. Okay, so 47. And we want to get this back up as well. We at one point had $334. So we obviously spent some money on getting some things fixed on our car. HOA, we added $201. So we have $554. Again, this is all in the bank. $554. So we will be, I think our next payment is in July. So we're good to go. Home maintenance, we added $20. We are at $208 and some change. So we have $208. Okay. And I'm trying to do a better job of when expenses come up, making sure I go back into the account and use the money that's in here to cover those expenses. So I did some of that in May, as you can see here. Okay, my husband's birthday, we added $75. So we should be at $276. So 1, 2, 50, 75, and 6. Again, we have quite a ways to go for him, but we've got some time. Okay, and I have a cute little tracker. I don't know if I showed you all that. So we're using this birthday savings challenge. And let's just make sure that 276 divided by 40. Yes, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So 6. So these are colored in. Great. Just wanted to make sure I updated that. All right. And then travel, we added $100. So we have $100 in here now. So there we go. And we do have some things coming up. So I'm super excited about that. So I definitely need to continue to increase that. Emergency fund, we had a huge deposit for this. If you watched my last video, I unstuffed our $2,025 in 2025 challenge. So that went to the bank. Plus I deposited some money from our 1 month ahead fund to the bank. So we were able to deposit $22.45 with those challenges, and then also $100 from our paychecks. So we now have $6,916 and some change in our emergency fund, which is so exciting. So 5,000, 6,000, 6,500, 6,900, 69, 10, 15, and 16. So that is great. And the goal is 10,000 by the end of the year, and we will meet that goal. Okay, so retirement, we put 633 in here, so we should have 3726. So 3, 5, 6, 7, 25, and 6. So we should be good, and I believe that 3726 divided by 410 for each of these icons is 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Perfect. So that is great. Our tracker is up to date. So that is our high priority. So that is done. All right, moving right along. Low priority. Here we go. So in my wallet, and most of these are cash. So had a lot of transactions in here. So most of them have been deductions, but we did add in $200 from Mother's Day. And then I have spent some money in here. So we have 20, 40, 60, 80, 105 left. Okay. And most of that stuff is from Etsy, because that's what I like to do. And then blessings, we added $18. So there should be $18. So 10, 15, 16, 17, 18. So we use this anytime we want to be a blessing to someone else. And then in June, we're going to stuff $2 in there. And then date night, for June, we'll be adding $1, but for May, we added $20. Deposit 20, and there's the 20. So that is good. And then events, this was our first time filling the envelope, so we have $2 in here. So there we go. You see the $2, maybe. There we go. And next month, we're going to stuff $20 in here. So we're just getting this envelope started. So we'll let it grow over some time. Hobbies, you all, I had money in here, but you see it's empty. And that's because I used that to purchase some items. So I ordered some budget sheets. So these right here from Amazon. So I used the money in my hobbies to order that. And then I also ordered some more envelopes like these here. And so we spent $16. So there's nothing left in there. But we had added on the 15th $5. That's what gave us 16, but we've spent that. Okay. Miscellaneous, we're going to stuff 13 in June. But in May, we stuffed 12. And then I bought my son a mask for his masquerade ball that's this week. So we have $7 left in here. So $7. Okay. All right. And I took it out of miscellaneous because there wasn't anything in the school expenses. So I just took it out of there. Okay. Parents, we added what we did is we added $100, but then I transferred that to my new holiday binder where I have parents in there for different holidays. And then I added $5. So we have $5. So the next thing we need to save for is my mom's birthday, which is in June. So we'll stuff that in June. Professional development is a new envelope. We just started it. There's nothing in here, but in June we will deposit $10. Self-care, we added, we added $100 and then we added $145. So we have $245. So 120, 40, 60, 80, 220, 45. So where that extra $100 came from is Mother's Day. So my kids and my husband gave me $300. So $200 I put into my personal envelope, and then $100 I put into self-care. Okay. And then shopping, we've done a lot of shopping lately. So we have $5 in here. So that is that. And then sorority dues, we added $60. So we now have $248. So 150, 220, 40, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. So 248 is in our sorority dues. And next month, excuse me, y'all. Next month we'll stuff $45. Wardrobe received $100 because we had drained that baby. So we have $100 in there now. And our tracker is up to date. Okay, and this tracker is from Budget with Maddie. All right, so that's our low priority. Looking good. All right, let me do month ahead real quick. So month ahead, I think actually in May we deposited $340. I'm gonna take this off. So let's see, I think we finished stuffing our electricity, which got us to a fully paid. And then we also put some money in our kids' 529. Let me move this so you all can see. Okay, there we go. To our kids, $5.29. So we put some money in here. So we were able to put on 20, 40, and 60. Okay, so we owe $90 when we stuff the next time. And then this one will be fully funded. And then I'm gonna transition next month to having this in prop money, not cash, because I want to go ahead and keep loading this into the emergency fund so that it can gain interest. And you all know, like I mentioned in the other binder, we're at about 6,900. So it's going to gain some really good interest. So I'm going to start putting the prop money in here instead of the cash. But I will transfer the cash to the Ally for emergency fund, which is the same thing as my 1 month ahead. I'm putting all the 1 month ahead in our emergency fund. Okay, so that is that. And then let me show you all the holiday binder. So in holidays, we put $5 in Valentine's Day. We put $5 in Easter, $5 in Mother's Day. We put $5, or excuse me, we put that $100. Remember that, well, I have $200 in here. So we had $100 already for Father's Day. And then the $100 that we just deposited into the parents' envelope, we transferred it over here. So there is $200 in here, which is great. And this is our tracker. We wanted $200. So that is awesome. So we are fully funded. So I should actually get a fully funded sticker or placeholder. So I'm going to put that in there. How pretty is that? Oh, let's put it the other way so we can read it. Fully funded. Love that. Okay. So 4th of July, $5. Halloween, $5. Thanksgiving, $5. Black Friday. So remember we had a Black Friday envelope in our low priority. We moved the cash from there to here. So in Black Friday, we have $40. And, excuse me. So we have filled out our tracker and our goal is 400. So we're going to start stuffing this a little bit more so that we have enough. Christmas, we took our Christmas money out of the Savings Challenge binder and put it here. And we should have $9.95 in this envelope. And I'm actually going to take this to the bank, you all. I'm going to put prop money in here for Christmas because, again, I wanted to gain some interest. And also, we don't need to spend cash for this right now. So 100, 200, 300, 400, 500, 600, 700, 800, 900. Wait a minute, y'all. Didn't I say 995? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Oh my God. 1,000. So my tracker is outdated, y'all. 1,000. 100, 200. Oh my goodness. 240, 50, 60, 75. Oh my gosh. Well, that is great. How did that happen? Oh, I forgot to put, okay, I know what happened. I forgot to put the May 15th deposit. Oh my gosh. So on the 15th, we deposited $280. Okay, so let's just check our math. 280 plus 995 is 1275. Yep, there it is. Okay, I was like, what happened? Okay, so I'm definitely going to put this in the bank. And I'm going to get some placeholders so that I have 1,275 in here. So 1,000. 100, 200, 50, 70, and 5. Okay, let's get this all organized. Okay, so let's just double check. So 1,000, 1,100, 1,200, 1,250, 1,270, 1,275. Great. And I'm going to take this 1,275 and I'm going to get a nice little paper clip. That probably came from Budget with Maddie. And we're going to deposit this, y'all, in the bank, honey. So let me just get a pen here. So deposit to Ally for Christmas. And it is $12.75. And today is the 19th. Okay, so what I do is when I have to take money back to the bank, I grab my little bank back here. As you see, I already have money that I'm going to take back. And I am just going to add that in there. And we will take that to the bank. Okay, so let's put this in here. And we want to see the placeholder, so let's put that in here. Okay, All right, and I think I'm gonna go back and like change my bills so that they're facing me. But anyway, okay, New Year's Eve, $5. Let's do it. Is it gonna take? Yeah, it's gonna take too much time. Gifts, $5, and miscellaneous, $5. Okay, so as you can see, that we stuffed $60, so $5 in each envelope, and then for Christmas we took from our challenge and our savings challenges and put that in here, and then we also took Black Friday and put it in here. Okay, so last but not, or actually, we have 3 more binders actually. So in this binder, this is our savings challenge binder. So in anniversary, we put $216, and then we removed that because we paid for the rest of our tickets. You all know well, if you're new, you don't know this, but if you're oldie good but goodie, you know that for our anniversary in October, we're going to see John Legend. So we have paid off those tickets. So anything else that we save in here, which you all know our goal was $1,000. So anything else that we save in this envelope will be for us to do whatever else we want to do. So dinner, if we want to buy something for each other, etc. So in June, we're going to stuff $84. Our $10 challenge, we put another $10 in here. So now we have 20. Okay. And for a Dice Fortune, which is from Get It Done, we added $1 because it was our first time. We rolled again, so for June, we'll be stuffing $4. Roll the die, we stuffed $2. Okay. And we rolled again, and we will stuff $1 in June. And that is it for our savings challenge binder. Okay, and let me show you all the 100 envelope challenge. We let's see, we stuffed $13. Here's our little tracker. We stuffed $13. So we now have $483. So let me go to 13 so you can see that. And again, we use prop money because we put this in the bank so it can gain interest. And then in June, we rolled a 51. So we will stuff envelopes 15, 5, and 31. Okay, and that's what equals 51. Okay, so that is great. And then now let me show you the last but not least, my kids. Here we go. Really quickly. So we stuffed 143 into back to school. So we now have 715. So we have 500, 600, 710, and 15. The goal is 1,000. Let's just check and see if our tracker is up to date. 715 divided by 36 is 19 of these bad boys. So 4, 8, 12, 16, 17, 18, 19. Yes. Okay, so that is great. All right, and this is in the bank, of course. Anything that I don't need cash for right away, I tend to put it in the bank. That's why I went ahead and did that for the month ahead in the Christmas. It doesn't make sense to have all that cash. Okay, my younger son got $40 as usual. $40. Okay, and his birthday, he received $36. So he should have $180. And he does. There we go, $180. Okay, and I know his tracker is completed. Family fun. I moved from my low priority binder to the kids binder because it's for all of us. So for the kids mostly. So I added $10. So there's now $40 in here. So 20, 30, 40. And our tracker is completed. I'll show you all that. So that's cute. And this is from Blushing Hippo. I don't know. Can you all see that? Okay. Okay. All right. And then my older son got $40. So there you go. And my older son's birthday, he received another $100. So he now has $500. So his envelope is fully funded, honey. So let me get the fully funded. Yes. And these are from Bling and Budgets. And this one is from Hot. I don't know if she says hot or hot beauty budgets, but on YouTube. But he is fully funded, so that is exciting. I'll put this in the front. So he is fully funded. He is good to go. And we are leaving for New York on the 31st. So can't wait to take him on that trip. Kids activities, I stuffed, let's see, $20. So there's $20 for kids activities. And next month we will be stuffing $50. Lots going on in kids clothing. So we stuffed $40, but then we spent $35. So we have $5 left. So whopping 5. But we have spent like $62. So I'm in the hole on this envelope. But next month I will stuff the $62 and we will pay off our Amazon Chase, our debit card, and Chase as well. So we'll take care of that. Kids sports, I stuffed $5, so it should have 10. Okay. And next month I will stuff $60 in this envelope. School expenses, we stuffed $5, so we had 8, but then we spent money on popcorn day, so we ended up with $6. And then we spent the rest of the balance that was due on the mask that I bought for the dance. Remember, I used money from miscellaneous, and then I also used money from this, so we now have 0. So summer camp is a new envelope. We will start stuffing this next month, and we will stuff it $100 every month. Okay, and then we didn't put anything in college savings this time. We did that back in April. There's my son's savings. We put $75, so he now has $578. So $550, $75, $7, and $8. And we want to get this back to $1,000 because we spent some of his money on his camp, summer camp, because we were not ready. And then my older son, his savings, we put $75, so he has $1,661, $1,550.61. And we need to pay for his graduation sign, which I ordered off Amazon. So once that comes in, I will take $35 from here and pay my Amazon Chase card. And then kid savings is $2 bills. If any of you collect $2 bills and y'all want to send me one, let me know. I do collect these for my kids. And this is from Comfort Coins, and it's a $2 savings challenge. So yeah, so that is it, you all. Those are all the binders and all the things that we have stuffed and unstuffed and all the things, and we're going to take back to the bank. So thank you all so much for tuning in. I appreciate you so much. Remember to save on purpose with purpose, and be blessed. Bye.